This is your chakra clear out for February in my Anarchist Medicine series. And it is always the first Wednesday of the month at 9 a.m. If you want to join live, you can sign up at charnacassell.com. And otherwise, you can find the repeats, the replays on YouTube here. So remember, not everyone is visual. If you're having a hard time seeing or visualizing what I'm describing, just know that energy follows intention and attention. And where you put your attention, your energy will go. Also, trust what you see or what you sense. Don't second guess yourself or try to justify or make sense of things. This is a practice in trusting yourself. The more you do it, the less you'll doubt. We'll be reviewing how to run energy, how to call energy back to yourself, but we'll also have a particular focus. Today's focus will be on the Leo snow full moon, which is really about revealing all of yourself and to the world versus feeling compelled to people please, hide who you are, shrink yourself in order to be safe and palatable for others. So this is really about embracing all aspects of yourself. If you have a tendency to divorce yourself from parts of who you are, you're also energetically cutting yourself off from parts of yourself. So if you don't reveal, you're squeezing down. Just know that it's your life force, but also there's ways that we're compartmentalizing ourselves energetically. And you can think of that as that energetic suppression as violence towards ourselves. And while we are in a time of global uprising and rebellion against the powers that be that are trying to oppress us, there are also ways that we oppress ourselves. And so I encourage you to look at what are the ways that you would reveal yourself more fully to yourself as well as to your communities in the world. And the more that you do these energetic practices and clean out old belief systems, you'll have the capacity to believe you can still be safe and loved while accepting all of who you are. Okay, so let's begin. First, we are going to do a review of how we call our energy back to ourselves, as well as how we run our energy. And then we're going to dive more deeply into the specific theme of the day. So go ahead and close your eyes. You can put your attention in the center of your head. If it's helpful, you can take your 2 fingers and put them right above the tops of your ears, pointing inward. And then take one and put it on the top of your head. So imagine that the finger on the top of your head and the finger above your ear meet in a point in the middle of your brain. If your attention was between your eyebrows, you're on a moving sidewalk, you move back towards the center of your head. Resting your attention right there, put a drop of gold light. And you're going to expand that just a little bit and rest your attention there. And say your name to yourself. By stating your name in the center of your head, you're claiming this space and this time for yourself. And say to yourself, I call all of my energy back to me from wherever I've left it, whomever I've left it with, whatever thing is pulling my attention in the world, in my family. Call your energy back to you. Allow it to consolidate around you in a semi-permeable bubble of protection, an arm's length out above your head, below your feet, side to side, and front to back. And this bubble of protection is semi-permeable, and it allows in whatever feels nourishing and good to you, and you can release and let go of what no longer serves you. And trust that, again, energy follows intention and attention. So, resting your attention in the center of your head, imagine that you have strong taproots growing from your tailbone, so the bottom of your spine, from your feet, and they sink down, down, down into the earth. And as we're doing this clean out of old energy that doesn't belong to you, this is one way you're going to just to let energy flow out of your system. So again, resting your attention in the center of your head, imagine that you can draw the vibrant energy from the sun down either side of your spine, down through the top of your head. It flows along the sides of your spine, down your back with each inhale. And with each inhale, you can also draw the energy from the earth, the grounded energy from the earth, up through your feet, up your legs. And the two energies meet in the bowl of your pelvis and mix and create the perfect blend for you of vibrant and grounding energy. With each inhale, you're drawing the energy down and up. With each exhale, the energy flows back down your legs, out your feet, down from your tailbone, out that taproot, up the front of your body. It branches off at your collarbones, goes down your arms, not your hands, and it flows up your neck, out the top of your head, and spills out the top of your head. So there's a constant flow of this energy that's bigger than you. Inhaling, drawing energy down from the sun, down the back channels of your body, inhaling up from the earth, up your feet, up your legs, mixes in the bowl of your pelvis. You exhale back down your legs, out your feet, out your tailbone, taproot, up the front of your body, branching off at your collarbones. It flows out your hands and out the top of your head. So inhaling, drawing the energy up and down. Exhaling, it flows back down and out. And just trusting that this bigger energy that holds you is just going to keep cleaning energy for you. It's like a good flowing water system. If you don't have clogged pipes, the water can flow freely, and just keep visualizing that as we begin. Resting your attention in the center of your head. Your root chakra is between your sits bones where your perineum is. So you're basically sitting on it. Put a drop of gold there and put a dumpster outside your bubble of protection. As you expand this gold, you're moving out thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that relate to your family of origin, community, work, home, specifically around the topic of where have you suppressed parts of yourself to be loved and accepted in community. So again, what thoughts, feelings, and beliefs no longer serve you if you want to be fully self-expressed in the world, right? The global world, the world of your family, your community at work, your church, your culture, your society. Collective connection. Where are you shrinking? You might see images of yourself at different ages. You might hear beliefs or things you've been told that you have to be in order to be loved, in order to be safe. You want to think about ways that you may live out the belief, I'm too much, I'm not enough, I'm too weird, I'm too intense, I'm too needy, I'm too loud, I'm too verbal, I'm too this or too that. ways that you've made yourself wrong because you have lived into the beliefs of the people around you. Use your breath if things get sticky. Expanding the gold, filling your whole first chakra. And when that feels complete, and just know if there feels like there's a lot more, you can always do the replay. With that filled with gold, everything moved gently into that dumpster. Go ahead and blow the dumpster up. Turn it to gold dust. Whatever's yours comes back to you through the top of your head, and the rest gets composted by the universe. Resting your attention in the center of your head, putting a drop of gold in your second chakra. That's between, if you have ovaries, between your ovaries. Otherwise, it's low belly, kind of between hip bones, in the center line. And this center is about full sexual and creative self-expression, as well as how we connect with people one-on-one, our one-on-one relationships. It's how we feel into other people and get information. And so here you want to consider, what parts of yourself have you hidden in partnership? Or what parts of yourself have you squashed because it creatively, like where you've had creative impulses and you haven't permitted them because, you have judgments about what it means to be an artist, or you've inherited family judgment about what it means to be an artist. What beliefs, thoughts, and feelings can you release and let go of to be fully self-expressed and in full self-acceptance around your sexuality and your creativity? So this drop of gold in your second chakra, imagining whatever no longer serves you can move out into a dumpster outside your bubble of protection in front of this chakra. Using your breath, expanding the gold.
Sure.
And when this is full, and anything that you no longer need in this present moment has moved out into this dumpster, you can go ahead and blow the dumpster up, turn it to gold. Whatever's yours comes back to you. What's not yours gets composted by the universe. And feeling, take a moment with your attention in the center of your head, as well as in your first two chakras, feeling them filled with gold and noticing, does it feel any different? Inhaling and exhaling. Remembering you have this earth and solar energy that's flowing through your system in the background, supporting this process. Resting your attention in the center of your head, put a drop of gold in your third chakra, which is your solar plexus between your ribs. The bottom three chakras are all about safety and security. And so this center is about your relationship to yourself, being aligned with yourself, feeling empowered. So putting a dumpster outside this bubble of protection in front of your third chakra. And you're clearing out thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that interfere with your ability to feel like you're empowered and you can be safe being visible and being aligned with your values publicly as well as with yourself. So, where do you either collapse and that can look physical, but where do you also just like energetically cut yourself off and disempower yourself by rejecting parts of yourself or divorcing yourself from your power because you have stories about what it means to be powerful? A big piece here can be disowning your rage. And there's a lot to feel rage about in the world, right? When you cut yourself off from being able to express your own rage, it's also a way that you oppress yourself. So, what beliefs, thoughts, and feelings could you release to be able to stand more fully up to powers that be outside of you and align yourself with your own values? So, allowing images and thoughts and feelings, anything, words to just move gently through this semi permeable bubble into the dumpster. If you have a big people pleaser, this is an area you're likely collapsed and cut off from. So, just seeing the gold fully expand this energy center, filling yourself out, feeling yourself grow taller as this area is filled with gold. Again, resting your attention in the center of your head. Noticing that this is filled with gold. Whatever has needed to be cleared out for now is in that dumpster. Go ahead and blow that dumpster up. Turn it to gold dust. Whatever's yours comes back to you. What's not yours gets composted and recycled. So, feeling these bottom three chakras filled with gold. Noticing, do I feel any different? Can I breathe fully into my belly and into my pelvis? Down through my feet into the earth. Resting your attention in the center of your head, put a drop of gold in your fourth chakra, which is your heart center. This is about compassion, love for yourself and others, the ability to forgive yourself and others, and to not have to live in judgment. Where have you defaulted to judging parts of yourself or other people? Because you judge those parts of yourself, you judge that same thing in other people. What thoughts, feelings, and beliefs no longer serve you that you can let go of that interfere with your ability to have compassion, to live from love. There might be quirky parts of yourself or needy parts of yourself that you cringe and want to pull away from or reject. See if you can breathe into those. I am worthy of the same compassion I give to the world. I love the needy parts of myself. Whatever it is that you need to say to yourself as you do this, this could be a tricky one for people. I forgive myself for having needs. That can be a big one for people. So seeing everything moving out into that dumpster outside your bubble of protection. And go ahead and blow that dumpster up, turning it to gold. Whatever's yours comes back to you. What no longer serves you gets recycled. Pausing, feeling your bottom 4 chakras filled with gold. Putting a drop of gold in your 5th energy center, your throat chakra. Your The top 3 are all about intuition and intuitive awareness. So your throat center, it's your intuitive voice. It's also how you're self-expressed in the world. It's also how you talk to yourself. So what stories that no longer serve you have you been telling? What outdated stories have you told your whole life? You might be telling stories that impacted your ancestors, and it's not who you are. You might be telling stories that your family have told about you, and it's not who you are. So, what do you need to release and let go of now to allow yourself to be heard by others, for you to hear yourself clearly, for you to trust your own internal voice, and to feel empowered by being able to trust what you hear and what you speak? So, this is an opportunity to update the stories you tell about yourself and how you speak out into the world so you are heard. Where are you not listening to yourself? So, clearing out anything that's blocking your voice. Imagining it all goes out into the dumpster outside your bubble of protection. This is a big one right now, given there's so much threat and fear around being visible, speaking out about what really matters, defending other people as well as yourself. This can be very tight. You might physically feel restriction here. So breathe and open it. And go ahead and blow that dumpster up, turn it to gold. Whatever's yours comes back to you. What's not yours gets recycled and composted. Take a deep breath, feeling again these 5 chakras filled with gold, putting a drop of gold in your 6th energy center, which is the center of your forehead. And this is about your trusting your intuitive vision. So, what thoughts, feelings, and beliefs interfere with your ability to see clearly and accept what you see? Putting a dumpster outside your bubble of protection, starting to move out anything that blocks that capacity. You might have a vision of how you want to see your life unfolding. And there's all sorts of stories that other people have said or that you've taken on that interfere with that ability. Also, trauma can affect our ability to see and envision and be creative and visualize. And so you want to reclaim this space and this capacity. Seeing thoughts, feelings, and beliefs moving out into the dumpster. Clearing your mind, your third eye. Go ahead and blow that dumpster up, turning it to gold. Whatever is yours comes back to you, and what's not yours gets composted into the universe. Resting your attention in the center of your head, putting a drop of gold above the top of your head. And again, a dumpster outside your bubble of protection in front of it. And this is about intuitive guidance, trusting what you intuitively know and sense, but also guides that you can call on for support. So, what thoughts, feelings, and beliefs interfere with your trust and your access to your own intuitive guidance? So, we might have a knowing, and we might feel it in a different part of our body. So, these can be synced up. And so, where do you get intuitive hits and you disregard them? Where, because of religious conditioning or scientific conditioning, whatever it is, do you dismiss that there's actually supportive guidance available to you? So, clearing out anything that no longer serves you in this moment that does not belong to you, allowing that to move out into the dumpster. You no longer have to hold other people's energy in your system. There are ways that we know something is off and we disregard them and we dismiss and we minimize this. So I'm clearing this out, allowing for a deeper intuitive capacity and self-trust. Blow up that dumpster, turn it to gold. Whatever's yours comes back to you, and what's not yours gets released and let go of. So, feeling this whole solid line through your whole system filled with gold. Taking a big, deep breath. Exhaling with the intention that any extra debris that's not yours just gently moves out of your space, releasing performing and people pleasing, and allowing yourself to just be. And if you care about global liberation, knowing that starting with yourself, liberating all internal parts of you that you may have kept in prison or restricted, suppressed, is a place to start. And that when you express yourself freely and fully, you are giving permission to those around you. You are modeling that quality of energy. And noting if there's any other place in your body that needs extra attention. Knowing you can give more of this to yourself throughout the week. Take a moment to note what color is liberation or is acceptance, self-acceptance, or self-revelation. It's like, notice if there's a shade or a color that you associate with this full self-acceptance and self-expression. And allow that color, if it was really, really concentrated, and you could allow golden light to flow through from the sun all the way through your whole system, put that color above the top of your head and just let it saturate. So if it's purple or it's blue or whatever the color is, allowing that color of the light to just flow through your whole system. So you're a sponge, you soak it up and you be it. And when you're ready, you can bend forward and touch the ground in front of you to balance your energy. Take a breath. When you're ready, you can sit up. And if you want to, you can say hello in the chat. And if not, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the month. And you can do this practice daily.
Sì.
And if you're interested in other resources, I have a podcast, Laid Open Podcast. That's LAIDOPENPODCAST. And I have an online course, which you can find at charnakassel.com. It's called Pathways to Peace, and it's a 30-day video course that guides you through a variety of transformative practices, embodiment practices, um, examining your belief systems and your parts, and guided meditations, etc. You're very welcome. Lots of love to you.